Passwords are often the first line of defense against unauthorized access to our personal information, yet they're also vulnerable to various forms of attack. The balance between creating passwords that are easy to remember, yet difficult for others to guess or crack, is a real fascinating challenge. Additionally, the evolving landscape of password security, with advancements in authentication methods like biometrics and two-factor authentication, keep the topic dynamic and ever interesting. We'll dive deeper into password and MFA strategies, and when you ask why, well, maybe this clip and some of the others following will answer those questions.
The most popular password in the United States is password 123. And as long as that's the case, we're vulnerable. So
the use of common passwords poses a significant security risk, as they're easily guessable or can be cracked through automated methods. According to Wikipedia, these are the most common. These passwords are often targeted by attackers due to their simplicity and prevalence. By enabling multi-factor authentication, it adds an extra layer of security by requiring users to provide additional verification beyond just the password. This significantly enhances security and helps protect against unauthorized access, even if passwords are compromised.
You're not supposed to be able to get outside our network.
You shouldn't have made your password password.
What was the name of the street I grew up on? Password Drive.
Navigating the rise of cyber threats requires a multifaceted approach that combines proactive measures, robust defenses, and rapid response capabilities. To protect against these threats, small businesses should prioritize cybersecurity measures, such as implementing strong passwords, multi-factor authentication, regular software updates, employee training, and having a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy in place. It's essential for small businesses owners to recognize the importance of cybersecurity and take proactive steps to mitigate the risk of cyber attacks.
What is one of your online passwords currently?
It is my dog's name and the year I graduated from high school.
Oh, what kind of dog do you have?
I have a Chihuahua Papillon.
And what's its name?
Jameson.
Jameson. And where'd you go to school?
So what are common password vulnerabilities, and why aren't they enough alone? Weak passwords. Passwords that are easy to guess or crack are a significant vulnerability. This includes passwords based on dictionary words, common phrases, or easily attainable information, such as birthdays or pet names. Password reuse. Reusing passwords across multiple accounts increases the risk of compromise. If one account is breached, attackers can use the same credentials to access other accounts, potentially leading to further data breaches. Lack of password policies. Without enforcing password policies, users may choose weak passwords or fail to regularly update them. A strong password policy should mandate the use of complex passwords, regular password changes, and prohibit password sharing or reuse. No multi-factor authentication. Lack of multi-factor authentication leaves accounts vulnerable to credential theft. MFA adds an extra layer of security by requiring additional verification beyond just a password, making it significantly harder for attackers to compromise accounts.
It's like my cat's name and then just like a random number.
Okay.
But,
Have you had this cat for a while?
yeah, she's my childhood pet.
Aw. And what's her name?
Her name is Jolie.
Jolie.
Mm-hmm.
So like a password of yours would be Jolie and then a number.
Yeah.
Strong password practices and multi-factor authentication offer numerous benefits for individuals and organizations. Enhanced security. Strong passwords and MFA significantly improve the security of accounts and systems by making it more difficult for unauthorized users to gain access. MFA adds an extra layer of security beyond just a password, reducing the risk of account compromise even if passwords are stolen or compromised. Protection against data breaches. Strong passwords and MFA help mitigate the risk of data breaches by preventing unauthorized access to sensitive information, Even if attackers manage to obtain login credentials through phishing or other means, MFA can prevent them from accessing accounts without additional verification, compliance with regulations. Many industry regulations and data protection laws require the use of strong authentication methods, including multi-factor authentication to safeguard sensitive data. Adhering to these regulations helps organizations avoid fines, penalties, and reputational damage resulting from non-compliance. Overall, strong password practices and multi-factor authentication are essential components of a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy, providing critical layers of defense against a wide range of threats and vulnerabilities. Implementing password best practices is critical for enhancing security and protecting against unauthorized access. Here's a step-by-step guide. Develop a password policy. Start by creating a comprehensive password policy that outlines the requirements and guidelines for creating and managing passwords. Include criteria such as minimum length, complexity, using a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters and symbols, and requirements for regular password changes. Enforce strong passwords. Implement technical controls to enforce strong password requirements, such as minimum length and complexity rules. Configure systems and applications to reject weak passwords and prompt users to choose stronger ones that meet the specified criteria. Regularly rotate passwords. Set a policy requiring users to change their passwords regularly, such as every 90 days. Regularly rotating passwords helps mitigate the risk of password compromise and ensures that any potential unauthorized access is short-lived. By following these best practices, organizations can strengthen password security, reduce the risk of unauthorized access, and enhance overall security posture.
My grandma's name,
What's your grandma's name?
Maria.
Maria. So Maria is your password?
Oh yeah, now you know my password.
Enabling multi-factor authentication is critical for enhancing security and protecting against various cyber threats. It starts by strong authentication. MFA adds an extra layer of security beyond just the password, making it significantly harder for attackers to compromise accounts. By requiring users to provide multiple forms of verification, such as a password and a one-time code, MFA reduces the likelihood of unauthorized access. MFA is convenient as it can be implemented using various methods, each offering different levels of security and user convenience, such as SMS verification, an authenticator app, hardware tokens, biometrics, push notifications, and even email. Compliancy requirements. Many industries, regulations, and data protection laws mandate the use of strong authentication methods, including multi-factor authentication to safeguard sensitive data. Adhering to these compliance requirements helps organizations avoid fines, penalties, and reputational damage resulting from non-compliance.
Ireland, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gemma, 1, 2, 3. Spelled Gemma.
Empowering employees with password security awareness is essential for strengthening overall security posture. Here are some effective strategies to achieve this. Training and education. Provide comprehensive training sessions and educational materials that cover password security best practices, common threats such as phishing attacks, and the importance of strong authentication methods like MFA. Other regular refresher courses to reinforce key concepts and keep employees informed about emerging threats. Incorporate password security into employee onboarding. Include password security training as part of the onboarding process for new hires. Ensure that all employees, regardless of their role or department, receive consistent and comprehensive training on password security practices from the onset. feedback and evaluation. Solicit feedback from employees about the effectiveness of password security, training and awareness initiatives. Use employee feedback and evaluation metrics to assess the impact of your efforts and identify areas for improvement.
They change the password every couple of weeks, but I know where they write it down.
Are those your grades?
Yeah. I don't think that I deserved an F. Do you?
By implementing these strategies, small businesses can significantly enhance their cybersecurity posture, reduce the risk of cyber threats, and protect their vulnerable assets and reputation from potential harm. I'll leave you with this final clip. And again, thank you for listening in. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button to support this channel.
Oh, bollocks. We've got a problem.